You're watching RE&M, RBG TV.
So annoying, like you can't post nothing. It's only Facebook. It's not that serious. To be honest, you really shouldn't put your relationship on Facebook. Because one, you got people that don't want to see black couples at all, and if you claim to be strong, the minute that y'all go and start talking about one another, they're pointing fingers. I knew they was lying. I knew they wasn't shit. They just like us. They not strong. Like, don't put your business out there on Facebook. Mm-hmm. I know, we get carried away. I can sit here and say, I went down that road before.
Yeah, we learn from experience.
We went down that road.
We went from experience.
Trust me, every time I got mad at him and I said what I felt, somebody else was in my inbox trying to, give me the, I got a shoulder for you to lean on, sister, And if they don't know your business, you wouldn't have to go through the whole who's hitting my woman up, who's hitting my man up.
Like, real talk, man. Log off Facebook, man, and have more of this kind of time. This is what I call FaceTime. Forget the iPhones and all that shit. Forget that. This is FaceTime in my world. Going like this. You know what I'm saying? Stupid shit. Little things like that. This is FaceTime. This is what we need to do. We need to build with one another. Have simple conversations. It don't have to be about anything in particular. Just, you know how the best conversations in my world start? What's on your mind? That right there is the best question you can ask to jumpstart a beautiful conversation. Yo, baby, what's on your mind? And let's be real, fellas. I'm talking to my homies right now. I'm talking to the fellas. Let's be real. You already know the sisters love to talk anyway. What? You already know the sisters love to talk anyway, so why not give them that platform to express how they feel to you? Let them tell it to you. Because they're going to tell it to somebody regardless. They're going to say it to somebody. You want them talking to the next dude? You want to talk to their little chatty girlfriends that don't like you anyway? Or would you rather her express her deepest, truest feelings to you? I mean, what you think about that? Like,
I mean, I definitely feel I'd rather talk to my partner. One thing that I learned, when you get into a serious relationship, your partner becomes your everything. Your best friend, your lover, Like, it got to the point where I spent most of my time talking to him about all my issues than my girlfriends. And it just came naturally, And somebody told me, it was like, listen, as you get older, your partner becomes your best friend. And I can truly say, besides my sister, this is my best friend.
Oh, I love you too, baby.
You're such a clown.
I know.
But seriously, to those who are in relationships, if that's not your best friend, and you can't tell them any and everything,
True shit.
That's not where you're supposed to be.
True shit.
We could talk about our past relationships,
and joke about it at that, like.
Exactly. Like, your partner is your best friend. And certain things you can't tell your friends.
Shit.
You could go tell your friends, oh, he told me to shut up. And, your friends is like, what?
You need to leave that nigga.
Let's ride out.
He tripping.
And when you're emotional, you're with them. Yeah, I feel you. We about to ride out. Now, later on in the future, you don't forgave him. Your friends didn't. They still don't like him. So it's always going to be uneven and awkward. The minute that you talk to your friends about your relationship, they not interested because they don't like him, or vice versa. You go to talk to your partner about your friends, what they did or what they said, and he don't want to hear it or she don't want to hear it because of how they feel. You know, your partner is your best friend.
For sure.
And you'll never go wrong with that.
That's real. That's real. It's... What am I about to say? Going back to friendship. You can't escape this, yo. Because you said something real important. You said past issues and all that stuff, which is very important. When you know your person, again, going back to that friendship phase, going back to that foundation phase, hearing past relationships, past issues, again, it can be a joking matter. It can be a regular conversation piece. It's nothing. Because you know what you're doing now, you know what you're building now, especially if you really about it, it's probably 10 times, 100 times better than what was in the past. But watch this though. Folks really need to stop being weak in the face of adversity when things start coming up, right? When things start getting a little rocky, a little shaky, when the first of the month start coming around, y'all looking at each other like y'all crazy. Stop bringing up past issues, past relationships, past baggage into your present as a crutch. Oh, that's just the way I am because of what happened way back when. I don't know how to do him, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how to handle things when they get rough because of way back when. Stop that, because that's bullshit. That's a self-victim. You just told the world I'm weak as hell. It's cool when the things is good. But the minute it get rocky, I don't know what happened. I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, I agree, but then I kind of disagree a little bit.
So okay.
Because everybody has a past.
Right, we have a past, and I understand.
You know,
I understand it.
You can't use that as an excuse, but at the same time, your partner needs to know your past.
Sure.
You know, and when they bring up their past, like especially if it's trust issues, you know, you gotta be willing to work with your partner. You know.
Good point. Good point.
I understand your baggage. You know, I understand you have trust issues. I'm here. I'm gonna work on this with you. We're gonna do this together. We're gonna get over your trust issues together. Rather than, you know, oh, I got trust issues.
Right. That's what I mean by using it as a crutch, though. That's what I mean. Not the whole sense of I'm not trying to let you in so we can't help each other, but the sense of I'm just going to use it as a venting tool, a lashing tool. That's what I mean by it.
Yeah, like you can't sit here like, oh, I cheated on you because I got trust issues. No. Are you outside your mind? But some people do that, though. Like, you can't use, you know, your baggage as an excuse to get away with murder. You know, it's one thing, listen, I got my guards up, and anybody could be able to accept that, because, listen, after you get your heart broken or things do
right, you're going to be tense a little bit.
Exactly. So it's not going to be easy to let you in. But then again, we talking about today, none of this is even
talked about.
Because like I said, first of all, I'm meeting you at a club. I probably had a few drinks. You had a few drinks. So I got blurry vision, but I see something nice, or you see something nice. So I'm already looking at your physical, and I already know what I want from you. So all I have to do is approach you. Hey, yo, what up?
Hey, yo, ain't nothing. What you up to?
What you doing later on?
I ain't got nothing planned. What you doing later on?
Alright, yo, I'm about to go to this bar. I'm about to get you a drink.
Alright, that's what's up. Blah, 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 blah. Y'all know the story. Y'all know
you
the
know,
routine. Come on.
Wait, but I'm talking as a man.
I know. But y'all know the conversation, though, family. Y'all seen the bullshit every day.
You know, after the drink, y'all dance a little, y'all exchange numbers. If y'all don't go back, you know, the same night.
shit
But
in the bathroom.
you disgusting.
Hey, I done seen some things in my life.
You're so disgusting. No, but seriously, so it's like we talking about today. We don't have all that. We don't get to know each other. We don't care to know each other. All we want is what we want, which goes back to being selfish.
Self-gain. Self-gain is no gain at all. Not in no relationship situation, man. What's the purpose of being selfish if you want to be in a relationship? Or vice versa. What's the purpose of being in a relationship if you know your ass is selfish as hell?
Right.
That's defeating the purpose. But then you want to argue. Then you want to get into an argument. What's the point? Go ahead. My fault.
Yeah, you did cut me off.
I did. I'm
but
sorry.
One thing that I noticed people get totally mixed up is lust and love.
And we talked about that a while back.
Or not even just lust. Like, y'all get so, I guess, addicted to the sex that you think you're falling in love with this person, and now you done build a relationship on sex.
Yep.
And now you're gonna try to make it into something that it's not.
It don't work
You
that way.
can't mix the two. Yes, I mean, listen. We're grown. Sex is a part of it, but it can't be what attracted me to you.
Sex is not the main thing. It's not the main
Exactly.
goal. Sex is not the main goal. Watch this. Sex only magnifies. Watch this. It magnifies that which you genuinely, truly have with that next person. You know how everybody always, well, not everybody. Now, if you hear folks like, oh, this person's sex game is whack or whatever. That's because the commune you have with that person, the relationship that you have with that person is whack, nonetheless. So that sexual experience that you have, it's gonna magnify that which you have between that person. That's just my personal.
The aura is like it's like both of your bodies and spirits gotta connect.
Mm-hmm.
It can't be hot and cold or lukewarm. It's gotta be hot and hot or cold and cold. Mm-hmm. Like, it can't be in the middle.
For sure.
And it's one thing I've found, it's a problem is there's no balance. No balance at all.
Somebody always trying to outdo the next person. Somebody always gotta have the last word. Somebody always gotta have that whole, like I said, that whole last word complex. Why can't it just be a compromise sometimes? It's not that bad to compromise, family. Sometimes it's actually safe to compromise. Real talk. It's safe that way. You can save a lot of energy, a lot of anger, a lot of headaches. Sometimes if you just say, you're like, all right, bet, we're gonna do it like this. We'll just meet in the middle some way, somehow. And keep it moving. Folks don't know how to do that these days. Everything's a turf war. We gotta tussle it out. We have to argue it out. And then it's real messed up, it's real jacked up if there's kids in the situation now. Because now you're doing all this tussling and they watching. You think they're not learning? You think they're not watching that shit? You're bugging if you don't think kids are watching. You're bugging. And
that's another reason why you can't mix the two. Because if you, like I said, accidents happen. Not saying that the child is an accident or nothing, but, situations happen. You become pregnant, and now you have this child who didn't ask to be here, but there's no real love, there's no real connection. Y'all just connected by sex. This baby is not, conceived on love, but conceived on sex. And to me, I feel like it's unfair for the child.
Very much so. Very much so. Very much so. Because it gives them the wrong idea of what this whole love thing is about, man. You feel me? When we talk about babies, we have to realize the psychology of a child. We have to think about the brain of a child. It's mushy like a sponge. In other words, it's absorbing any and everything that's within its environment. What it hears, what it sees, what it feels, XYZ, XYZ, XYZ. So if this child is constantly experiencing